Dandavat Sudaran Prabhu, thank you for looking after us, and thank you each of you. And we've got Savitri Devi Rasi sitting on this side this time, and Anutama on the right side. Very good. And Madhura Leela Devi Rasi in Cedar Rapids, United States. And here is Madhura Leela from Latvia. And this is Hari Gopal Prabhu from West London, doing simultaneous translation. And Lavanyamoy Devirasi in Latvia, Tunga Rasa Devirasi in Norway, and Ekadashi Devirasi in central USSR. So wonderful Ekadashi Didi. We're always remembering yourself, your family, the ashram, the devotees there. So we're very happy to have you with us. And Nazar arrived as we speak. Nazar, always remembering you too, and the devotees are all very grateful. We've been talking about the Kirtan.site and about the Krishna search. We've got Suyash Krishna Prabhu here. And so everyone's very happy, very appreciative, including myself. So Hari Gopal, you're giving simultaneous translation, Hari Gopal? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you have the right language. If you don't understand me, you have to turn it to Russian. But if you don't understand me, you don't know what I'm saying. Okay. So let us begin with Vandanam, and then we are here in Govinda Farm, and here we have Paramananda Prabhu too, and who is looking after us all here, making wonderful facility for the service for the satisfaction of Srila Gurudev. And so you are well represented here with Suresh Krishna and family, Madhura Leela, and the boys. We don't know where I don't know where the boys are. I don't know if they do, but there we are. All right, dear devotees, let us begin. Bande ham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitantang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savrutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Param Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitanscha Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tuje Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All right, and we began at the beginning with the Panchatattva Mahamantra and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So on the screen, someone's missing. Where's Suresh and his flat in Rezegne? It's the Latvia Zoom. Oh, here he is. Okay, so we're seated with Suresh Krishna and also Ajitasha here. Ajitasha, she lived for 3 years or more in the ashram here in Chiang Mai in Thailand, and she's been 7 years. Oh, 7 years, my goodness. So that's more than 3 years. Okay, 7 years, and 3 years now in Korea, and 3 years in Korea, and so she's well-seasoned devotee. So between us over here and between you together on the screen and at your homes and in different places, today some Hari Katha live from Govinda Farm. And who better to start it off with, as we do usually too when we're on the Zoom. We pass the microphone already clipped on to Suresh Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat, dear devotees. Dandavat. I will speak English. Okay.
It's good for me.
It's very nice to be here again. You know, when I came here, when we arrived, so it seems like I never went from here. Like the same environment, the same leaves. Like I sent you the video how we collect the leaves here. And amazing, in the beginning, I really haven't desire to come here. I just came because devotees asked me to do it. I know my mind again was thinking, oh, need to spend a lot of money, time, and blah, blah, blah. So, but when I came here, I understood how important to be with devotees and how important to spend the money, to invest the time to be with devotees because and with such kind exalted devotees. It's very important because it give us nourishment, give us like different different view to our life, how we maintain our soul. Because of course, when we do our activities in Latvia on the place, it's very good too, like this routine what we are doing. But when we with devotees together, like we like adjust ourselves, like new realization come, new understanding come, new challenges come. So this is very important, and I will follow next year. I will follow by the advice of senior Vaishnavas like Paramananda Prabhu, Mohanananda Prabhu, because they inspired me to come. Yes, but I was thinking, oh, maybe I will come after next year because temple opening will be next year. Yes, yes, yes. So better to come for the temple opening. But no, now I understand that here's like our close family, and here's like everyone is familiar to us. So with these devotees, we like we met everywhere in the world, and in London, in other festivals. So and we have good opportunity to invite them come to Latvia next year to our festival, because our festival, as you remember, become like become like also like auspicious event because of Guru Maharaj disappearance day in this time. So this I'm very happy to be here. When we came, we were a little bit disturbed, like взволнованы. Yes, like excited, a little bit excited, yes, because of how to be. And we came here, nobody was here. All devotees was walking around this area. So we were sitting in a cafe, and when devotees came, all like all prejudice came out fully, and kids and we start feeling different. So devotees are surround us with like good vibe. This is modern word, Maharaj. With good vibe, good atmosphere. So,
I know you like that word.
yes, yes. So yes, to be with devotees, like I understood, it's a like a main goal of life. Anyway, in any obstacle, in any place in the world, to be with devotees is the main goal, main purpose of our life, because devotees give us nourishment, they give us life. So this is for today my real understanding, realization.
Right. And Madhuri Lady, would you like to share something, say something, say one thing you learned?
Ну, что-то одно, чему я
You could, if you speak in Russian. Oh no, if you speak in Russian, we don't know. Okay, can you speak in English?
Махарадж, как всегда, всегда он мне так... Махарадж мне всегда предлагает что-то сказать, я даже, как всегда, не знаю.
Madhurya Lila. Madhurya Lila, can you hear me, Maharaj?
Вообще, я вообще не собиралась приезжать, и вообще не
Madhurya Lila
собиралась.
Didi, can you hear me? Maharaj, Suresh.
Так получилось, да.
Okay, but I'm on the Russian channel now.
Ну, в общем, я не собиралась, но так получилось, как всегда, все закрутилось, и оказалась вот среди преданных.
I
И,
wasn't
конечно,
planning it to be so. I did not know I was just coming here and there, but it turned out I'm near the devotees now.
что? Вот, и здесь, конечно, атмосфера очень необычная для меня в жизни. Такое редко бывает. Все такие
And of
прям...
course, the atmosphere
а,
here is something very unusual for me. Everyone here is so
Да, атмосфера для меня очень непривычная. И, ну, конечно, мне здесь как-то... Как сказать, как даже... Ну, мне здесь очень-очень нравится, и я даже не знаю. Просто,
I like it
просто
here very much, and I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's a good atmosphere, very unusual for me, and I like it very much.
Пусть, наверное, кто-то другой говорит.
Perhaps someone else can speak.
I'm not very good speaker. But now you speak English, even.
I thought you were having difficulty speaking Russian. I was going to suggest, oh, you can speak English if it's easy.
Пора.
Anyway, but good heart, maybe not a good speak, not feeling like a good speaker, but good heart, and we are happy to hear. You could have said, I don't know how to describe, it's hot. Compared with Latvia, it is definitely hot. Yes, Sripad Dandi Maharaj, Jayastara, did he? Is it Dandi Maharaj? Okay. I don't do yoga, I can't stretch my neck so far. So Sripad Dandi Maharaj just arrived, and you can sit in a chair, Maharaj. But he wouldn't. So please come forward, Maharaj. Please come forward. Ajitasha, please sit in the picture nearby. What? Yes. Okay, so dear devotees, let us hear from Paramananda Prabhu something, because it is a festival. These days are very substantial, and the classes, I expect you're seeing some of the programs. I think it's Instagram that they're broadcasting on Facebook also. But the programs are very substantial, and even devotees that normally we think, well, maybe they're not a speaker, they are speaking very nicely. We have one young lady here who received initiation 1 year ago. Her name is Krishna Moy, and she's very quiet, and she speaks Russian, and she's from Ukraine. And since last year, she's been learning English. And this time, she spoke very nicely, and means not perfect English, but expressing her heart in a very sweet way. And so everybody can share something, and the devotees are sharing, and this is giving mutual nourishment. Who is sharing is getting life, and who is receiving is getting life. And so really substantial programs taking place. And we love that you are here. And next year, maybe you will all be here. When we turn on the Latvian Zoom, we will find that the Latvians and all associate devotees around the world will be actually here in the program, because next year is the opening of the temple on the hill, which is just a few meters behind where we are seated just now. And now it's up to what would normally be roof level for the first story, but the roof is going to be a Thai roof, this classic Thai style roof. So it will go quite high on from here. So next year will be a grand festival, so keep it on your calendar. Paramananda Prabhu, you'll probably hear directly from his own mouth, is making an open invitation for all devotees all over the world to come. With that, I'll pass the microphone to Paramananda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So I do confirm that there is an open invitation for all the devotees from all over the world to come next year for the grand opening of the temple. as was envisioned by Srila Govinda Maharaj for Thailand. So please do come, make extra effort, and we will be very happy if you're all here, and we will do our best to take care of you. And like Srila Maharaj already mentioned, really it's a wonderful, as we're sitting here, I can hear Rai Kishori's putting her heart out, singing a kirtan.
Yeah.
Really it's beautiful. And this is what's happening here since the early morning. Some devotees waking up at 4:30.
Oh, Maharaj.
They're jo-
Okay, that was a little noise.
And they're joining Srila Madhusudan Maharaj at 5 o'clock for chanting japa together, greeting sunrise with Gayatri, and then it's naturally flows into morning program. And then Krishna Katha, Chaitanya Charitamrita. We hear from Guru Maharaj, we hear from Srila Govinda Maharaj, and we also hear from all the devotees who are gathered here. And then again, it just keeps flowing. And we do arranging some programs, but regardless of is there a program or no program, devotees are keep mixing with each other, and there is no gossips. They don't talk about anything but Krishna, service, Gurudev, Vaishnavas. It's really a wonderful experience for everyone. And of course, we wish you were all here, but I think you're all here. We're trying our best to put and it's live actually as we speak. It's probably already being live on Instagram and Facebook, so you're free to join. And there's no other reason why are we gathering together but to share the wealth that we accumulated in our hearts. Some might have more, some might have less. It doesn't matter. We're not counting how much everybody's got, but everyone's got something unique and something very precious and unique for that particular person. So we're very happy to hear how devotees are generously, like Maharaj said, some devotees that just don't like to speak in general, but then suddenly so much nectar is flowing from there and everybody's crying. I heard today, everybody was crying during the talk of Jai Shri Didi, who is usually very quiet, very private and reserved, and everybody was actually surprised, but then they couldn't hold the tears back. Such wonderful was her talk, and what else can I say? And of course, we're all blessed by the presence of Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, and he is the magnet. He attracts other magnets, and they attract more magnets, and then finally we end up with a big group of devotees who are very happy to be together. Any questions?
We have a magnet sitting behind me. I can see on the screen without turning around. See, here's Sripad Dandi Maharaj, and he's been living in Mayapur for some time. I always get the number of years wrong, but for some time. And he's come attending the festival here, and maybe a few words from Maharaj, that would be appreciated.
About Mayapur.
About whatever you like. We've got a happy gathering of family, just like we've got our gathering of family here. Here we have some family who would like to be here, but they're not here in body at the moment, to practical reasons.
Jai. Dhanyavad. Jai. Srila Madhusudan Maharaj. Ki Jai. Sripad Pramana Prabhu. Ki Jai.
Jai.
Dhanyavad to all the devotees. Maybe take a little your precious time. Yesterday was the disappearance day of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. I shared with Paramanda Prabhu, right? He is very humble Vaishnava, but I shared that I'm so impressed by this festival, and I have an association with some great festival in past, like festival of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. It's this festival program are very important in our spiritual life. Then actually Narottam Das Thakur organized the first Vaishnava festival in Gaudiya Vaishnava festival in the history. It was
several dozens years after Mahaprabhu's disappearance. So Mahaprabhu disappeared, and Vaishnavas gradually spread around all the territory of Bharatavarsha. And they was divided this time in small groups, and everyone practiced in their own groups. And but they all of them were brilliant personalities. So like the Jagnavimata, then sons of Advaita Acharya, then Puri section, and Vrindavan section, of course, so big. Some devotees were living in Mathura, some devotees at Govardhan. And Srila Narottam Das Thakur had an inspiration from Mahaprabhu in the dream. And Mahaprabhu inspired him to gather all the devotees together, all his devotees together. So, and Narottam started he was in Keturi, he was prince of Keturi, and his father was quite a rich man. So, and his father's relatives helped with some sponsoring activity for this festival, and gradually Srinivas Acharya came, and they sent invitations for all the Vaishnavas, all in Bharatavarsha. They first, with Srinivas Acharya, they said and make a list of Vaishnavas. And the first name was Jagnavimata, and then great Vaishnavas were still living, like Raghunath Goswami, Lokanath Goswami. They was still living this time, and Shuklambara Brahmachari, the Parshada of Mahaprabhu. Damodar Pandit also was still living. So all these great souls gradually gathering on this festival in Keturi, the Narottam Das Thakur, and so much brilliant personalities, exciting personalities. And finally, Jagnavamata came, and she was a great authority for all the Vaishnavas at this time. As the personal Shakti of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And she blessed all the Vaishnavas, and she blessed Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya. And so there was such an inspiration. And this time, 6 deities was installed. 5 deities of Radha Krishna and 1 deity of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then maybe same Gauranga Mahaprabhu we can see in Radha Kund now. I'm not sure. Narottam Das Thakur personally found this deity and established this deity and different deities of Radha Krishna. Then the huge kirtan began, and we read in the description of this festival that this festival actually was something not something unusual. It was our program. What they do in this festival, they engage in Harikatha, honoring prasadam, chanting kirtan. So it's this, and like Rupa Goswami said, then Satkusalka Namakirtan Bhagavashavan Matkuravata Shimurti Rashada Sevam. It was all elements of Vaishnava festival, the Satkusanga, then kirtan of the holy name, then Shravanam, hearing scriptures, discussion scriptures, and residing in the holy place, and worshiping to deity. And any place where Vaishnava are gathering is holy place. So this was first Gaudiya Vaishnava festival in the history, and it's also Guru Purnima festival. And so we read and heard also from our acharyas that among this huge kirtan, Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, Advaita, Shivas, they, Galadhar Pandit, they appeared between dancing and chanting devotees. So it was such a great ecstasy and great joy for all the devotees. So, and then after this festival, devotees were crying because they will need to separate with devotees, with each other, and crying, they still need to be back to their living homes, their countries, and so and the Vaishnavas crying and embracing each other. Then they decided to gather every year. So since this is tradition of Vaishnava festival, Gaura Purnima festival and other Vaishnava festival, our acharyas, Srila Maharaj, Srila Govinda Maharaj, they organized so many Vaishnava festivals in our month, especially for devotees. A great opportunity to have Sattva Sangha, sharing to Vaishnavas, practice all these beautiful elements of our spiritual life, beautiful bhakti yoga. Yes. So this is a very, very important Vaishnava tradition to have this Vaishnava association in the form of a great Vaishnava festival. And personally, I very like this festival because nothing external here. It's just our devotional program. Kirtan, as you can hear, Kirtan, Prasadam, serving to devotees, Vaishnava Seva. This nothing external here. And the devotees came only for this, with this special purpose, to practice spiritual life under the guidance of our senior Vaishnavas. So it's a very, 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 very nice program. Science, and we see this is a very authoritative program because it's established by Narottam Das Thakur himself. Because, and most of the songs of Narottam Das Thakur actually was writing especially for those festivals, of Vaishnava festival. For Vaishnavas dancing and chanting this with the songs. So yeah. So and so I can I want to say Jai Shripat Paramanda Prabhu, Jai Krishna Priya Didi, because that's two Vaishnavas on their shoulders, their own shoulders. They carry this responsibility. So it's very, very nice. It's very, very beautiful. What to say? Most beautiful, much more beautiful than anything in this material world. It's nothing compared with it. So please come and join this festival. Okay.
I was going to let you hear the kirtan, but just as Sripad Dandi Maharaj finished, the kirtan finished as well.
Yes.
They're just chanting the jais, but Zoom cuts out the kirtan. But anyway, I'm sure they'll start up again in a minute, but they've been very, very lively. We're just, how many meters away? 50 meters.
Oh, one thing I forgot. Then Srinivas Narottam, they made this list of guests, and then they say it every devotee can join and participate. Not even if we forget someone to mention in this list, then actually it's for all the devotees. Every devotee of Mahaprabhu can come and join to this festival. This was atmosphere.
Yes, Ajitasha, we have one more here with us, Ajitasha.
Dandavas, everyone. Just a few words. Very happy to be with devotees, and I told today already. So, like now, I'm living kind of far from any spiritual life. I was like only inner one. So, and I was extremely happy to come and see devotees after few years of separation, and to see Maharaj also after a few years of separation. And just like when I'm just living my life, I feel good. but how to say, here I feel like another world exists, another dimension. And just like I feel I'm vibrating and I'm not this body. And all the devotees around me are beautiful souls, are extremely beautiful personalities, and just happy to be here. And very sad leaving tomorrow morning, but wonderful kirtans, like extremely happy and devoted. So happy to be here. Thanks to everyone, and many, many dandavats and a lot of blessings for people who cannot join now, but maybe can join in the future. So chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Sorry for stealing your words, Maharaj, but I'm a good student.
They're not my words also. We've stolen them from Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Gurudev also maybe stole them from Srila Prabhupada, because Gurudev liked that expression. But chant Hare Krishna and you will be happy. This is the point. Chant Hare Krishna, you will be happy. And somewhere, yes, I have a card that yesterday I found, and it says, Govinda Farm Ashram, yes, what you are searching for does exist. And on the other side, there is the Maha Mantra, but it says, oh, the Maha Mantra, okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then it says, oh, the absolute magician. So it's a little subtitle thing. And then a short quote from Srila Guru Maharaj. And the quote is, only the absolute magician, the Supreme Lord, is capable of bestowing all good fortune. So a very small card. And so chant Hare Krishna and be happy. And don't forget there is the absolute magician, and he can do everything. But we just have to draw his attention towards us. And drawing his attention means if we are humble and rely on him, humble, tolerant, and give honor to others, his attention will be drawn to us. If we know that we are fallen and need shelter, his attention will be drawn to us. We can't pretend we are humble, so the Lord will be kind to us. We have to know that we are the worst of the worst, and really we need the guardian of the greatest magician, Sri Krishna. So lots of sweet things. And Gurudev liked that expression that Srila Prabhupada used, I believe, in the Back to Godhead header for some years at least. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. And also in that header of the Back to Godhead magazine, it said, from darkness to light, from nescience to science, from mortality to immortality. Something like that was an expression. Very positive. The devotees are very positive, optimistic. Hare Krishna. And wonderful. Maharaj pointed out about the Ketari festival, which was the first grand gatherings that were held sort of as a unified, let's get devotees together, gatherings. And those days, people traveled much further. You may think, oh, we're on the other side of the world. No, we traveled so far. If you look at the time it takes us to get here, even from remote corners of the world, like Latvia, it's measured in hours or days, maybe, one day, if there's bad connection, a day and a half. But when you're coming from around the world, we're coming from around India, you can't get from Calcutta to Navadip in a day by walking. So you can understand people are coming from all around, and they're coming by walking, by bullock cart, by whatever they come by. But it was a major journey with many risks and obstacles at that time to come from different parts of India and to come and meet in Khetri Dham. So it was very noteworthy that the festival drew so many people, and they don't have internet, they don't have all these things. And so the word is spread that a festival is going to take place. And by the specific invitation, as Maharaj said, but when the word is spread, then the Gaudiya Vaishnavas from all over, they hear there's this grand gathering of Dhanakam Das Thakur, Srinivasacharya, Shyamasundar, Jannava Devi, and others. And the festival lasted how many days? 10 days or 2 weeks? It lasted for many days anyhow. And similarly, when we are celebrating a festival, which incidentally, this Kartik time in Navadip in India, this basically was for the one festival. It was for Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. This is what drew the devotees in the 1980s when we are coming here. We're not thinking we're coming for Kartik, we're coming for Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. And like a byproduct of that is, oh, it's also Kartik. And these different festivals that are before Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja and after Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. So that time, it was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, and it was the first grand festival was held. So you can say Gaurapanima is one day, but held over several days. They had their Vaishnava festivals. And so similarly, Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja was held over several days. And as you see, the Kartik month begins, the culmination of the festivals in Navadip was Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. And after Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja, some devotees, especially those who have not been before, they would go to Vrindavan and Govardhan with a leader, with somebody to help them, to guide them around Govardhan and Vrindavan. So it's not that devotees came to India, went there first, they're actually primarily coming for Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. So it is interesting that the Latvia festival now has become Guru Maharaj's disappearance festival in that sense. I mean, the culmination of the Latvian festival this year was particularly Guru Maharaj's disappearance. So it did feel in our build-up to that the whole festival really, the purpose, okay, people reaching, but the purpose really is to give good glorification, appropriate glorification for Guru Maharaj. So Latvia, very special, and these programs, they've come well from our side automatically with a lot of hard work by Suresh Krishna and by yourselves, the devotees. We know that these are team efforts. Things don't happen by themselves, but you do need a coordinator and somebody to try to wake us up. Oh, yes, I have to do something. So we take our hats off to Suresh Krishna Prabhu for being that coordinator. He took it on his own shoulders to do this. It wasn't an army instruction from above, do this, but it was seeing the necessity and then getting sanction, asking, is this appropriate? And then continuing and making these festivals. So you are fortunate, Latvian sections, fortunate Estonian section, Yuvati Devirasi here with us. And now Lithuania now has had 2 recent programs taking place there, and definitely interested persons are there. There's lots of possibility, by the way. You see, if devotees go somewhere and do something, things happen. You mentioned just now about a magnet, and somebody comes magnetized, and then well, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, they were magnets we saw. And when others come to hear about their nature, what they've come to give, then those who are fortunate, they want to take that up and naturally want to share it with others. And there is an example I use, really, no one in the world, I don't think, except within a 10-mile radius of one town, knows or knew before a town in the world called Murvilumba. No, Moorvilumba. How many people go to school and then, oh, Moorvilumba, a famous town on planet Earth. No, but this really remote small town called Moorvilumba in Eastern Australia. It's, sorry if anyone's from Eastern Australia here, but I mean, it's just a small town. But the devotees established a small community there. And then from the small community, then more devotees came. And then they actually, as they thought, well, we better actually make a community. So then they made the temple, the accommodation, they made a school bit by bit. And now the whole town of Moorvilumba, there are hundreds of devotees. And really, the shopkeeper, the shoppers, the mechanic, like you see, they've all got tulsi beads on. Not all, but you see everywhere devotees doing regular things in the world, but devotees. Just by devotees coming to one place and then doing something. And so, everywhere in the world, if we can try to, I mean, we can't spread ourselves everywhere, but anywhere in the world that the devotees will go with their heart. If it's a little favorable environment, then we are so hopeful that the great fortune will come to the people there, the extension of grace. And you've all heard of Salt Lake City, but by the devotee name of Sweet Lake City. That came by one family going there, and then others just attracted by, oh, we can go to Sweet Lake City. They're devotees, and it's a gentle place to live. And still the devotees are migrating to Salt Lake City. We have one lady here, Enakshi, and her husband, who now is a little aged, cannot travel. But we know them both for many years. They lived in Hawaii, which is the middle of the ocean. You might have heard of Hawaii. Anyway, they lived in Hawaii. Then they came to mainland America, to some place related in regard to their family, which was not close to the devotees. And now they've moved 9 days, or now 10 days ago, 9 days before coming to the festival here, and they moved to Salt Lake City to be around the devotees. So again, you see, wherever there are devotees and some community of affectionate devotees who are like practicing and sharing, doing these things, doing what we're meant to do, then wonderful things can happen. The unexpected things, we don't know what can happen. I read on the card, Krishna is the greatest magician. So we keep that in mind.
Can I add something about magic? Something?
Definitely.
Yes, and yesterday they were doing some program in the city, yes, in Chiang Mai, and this program was advertised on Facebook, on Instagram, yes, and two ladies saw this advertising, but they somehow, I don't know, but somehow they like saw the address of farm of this place and came here. But Maharaj and the devotees came there, went there, yes,
Yeah.
to the public program. So, and they spent this half day from the lunch till evening, yes, with us, and we're very happy. And in the beginning, in the end of their program here, they met with Maharaj and chat little bit, yes,
Yes.
for a while, yes.
Yes.
So it was amazing how Krishna can do some magic and lead direct people here, because here they were surrounded with devotees, with different kind of communication, association with the ladies, with the devotees, with Prabhu, with Didis. So they were amazed and were I think they were touched. Their heart were touched because they participated in our evening kirtan, and kirtan was amazing. By this time, Vimal Krishna Prabhu was leading the kirtan. Yes, it was very nice kirtan, like all kirtans. So this is a magic what Krishna can do.
I know 2 devotees of the name Vimal Krishna. Oh, no, I don't. I know 3. Anyway, 2 out of the 3 devotees that I know, they're very enthusiastic kirtaniers. Yeah, the other from, now he's Indian, Bhima Krishna, very enthusiastic, very happy, genuinely happy, like genuinely happy. Doesn't matter many people or 2 people, doesn't matter. Oh, he's going to chant. And this Bhima Krishna from India, he knows what he's singing. And he makes like a playlist of, okay, we sing this, then this, and this, and linking it all together with the meaning behind, not the linking of the tunes. Anyway, it is a blessing, you can say. It is a great fortune to have the company of enthusiastic devotees, and devotees who are behaving the way devotees are meant to behave, like well-behaved devotees, we can say. And so the other day, just 2 or 3 days ago, I was sitting at the back deliberately while others were giving their talk here at what we call the bamboo house, and deliberately sitting in the back so I'm not, making them nervous. So anyway, just quietly. And I was just seeing all the devotees who were there in the gathering, and just thinking how kind Krishna is to give me that kind of association of sincere souls who want to hear about Krishna, chant Krishna's names, and be in sadhu sangha association. And really it is very wonderful. And it is the association, to come into the association of good. So each of you here, all of you here, we are so nourished to be with you. We're nourished to have your association. It is a rare thing in this world. And from my side, I certainly appreciate very much. May Krishna keep us, may Krishna be kind and keep us in the association of devotees. Hare Krishna. And it is Krishna's kindness, because Gurudev disappeared but did not depart. Guru Maharaj disappeared but not depart. And they've kept us with the opportunity of such association. And that we are very grateful for. We've all boarded the ship to come to our home. We here, all of you, we're boarding the ship. We're answering Mahaprabhu's call. Who will come to cross over the ocean, cross over the river and go to the other side? And we are answering the call. Yes, we do want to come. Maybe some expression about, are we going to be going over there kicking and screaming, or are we going to go there willingly? Well, we want to go there willingly, not reluctantly. Actually, we can't go to the real upper world by involuntary, like being forced to come. We can only go when we realize, oh, that's wonderful, such an opportunity is there. Hare Krishna.
Maybe some news from Latvia.
Maybe some news from Latvia. Well, you're the Latvian. Do you have any news?
There is.
Here's Lavanyamoy Devi Rasi, smiling. She's got so much news. Hari Gopal Prabhu is going to say, I have all the news, but I can't give it because I'm translating.
Lavanya, I think she has something to share, yeah.
Okay.
With her experience recent.
All devotees. I'm so happy to see you, and I usually check the internet and watching all Zooms or Instagram. So I don't know if the translation all right.
Oh.
No, it'd be better. And yesterday, I'm actually want to go to sleep, but I quickly go to the Instagram and I see these curtains, and I take the songbook and start singing with and I feel like I be there with you all, and so many happy remembering things about Thailand time and about Seva also, about these leaves. yes, it's amazing. And actually, now when I'm stay here alone, and I need say a big thank you for Hari Gopal, because he leaves some seva for me, and now I understand more how it is important when devotees give some seva for us, because it's like some light for you, and you just can focus this life, and it's more easily I don't know how to say it right, but it's very help. It's very help you feeling this connection with devotees. And today it's a first program without Hari Gopal, but we still try to make this program, and Amiyapala also come today, and maybe I don't know, maybe you remember Tanya, but other Tanya who be in Rezekne, she also comes here, and
Yes, yes, yes. We remember happily.
yes,
No,
No.
this little Botania is here.
and it's just magic. It's all magic. And also and I also want yes, sorry. And I also want to say about Leela, that Leela behind Suresh.
Oh, this
Lila.
Madhuri Lila.
Lila
Yes.
behind Suresh.
I actually say to her it's also, but I want one more time say how how brave she is, and how strong heart she have, because our situation's a little bit like same, and I'm usually watching to hear to she and think how he can be so grateful, keep connection with this with devotees, and just goes this way. And she's a very good example. I just want a little bit say thank for she and yes, I and also I'm wanting I remember how in summertime I say that all these festivals is too much for me, but now I see no, it's not too much. I want to just keep going, and next year I should come to Thailand and everywhere with everyone festival with various devotees, and also yes, I just thank you. And to your all.
Hare Krishna Jai, beautifully shared, and also the example of how we get encouragement from each other, from each other's strengths and examples. So, well done. And I was going to ask Paramananda to say something, but how did he slip away?
Not resist, he was sitting.
Oh, he was tapping his feet to the kirtan is going on now. He was tapping his feet and he went to join. Actually, is there any question from anybody? Well, I can, if there is a question, just keep it for a second. I just want to say to the Jadu Krishna who's here with us, Subhadra Devi Das is arrived with us. You were represented by your daughter earlier on. And well, she's still here. Here's Ekadashi too. And so to each of you who've come to join, we appreciate very much your presence, and we hope that we can do good for you by sharing also. And oh, look, we've got a competition of digital hands. We do have questions, and The first hand, I don't know which hand went up first, but we've got Anutama Devinasi, but I think it's Savitri who has the question. She looks like or question or contribution perhaps.
Dandavat,
Yes.
pranams. I have a question. So I read in Bhagavad Gita, I think it's wie es ist, like how it is. I think this version. I don't know how to say it properly in English.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And there was written, it's not recommended to chant the holy name in remote places, but I don't know what they meant by that.
I don't know either. I'd have to see the context. No, I'd have to see the context. I can't consider what that is. Yeah, so if
maybe this chapter.
I know the chapter still. It's like chapter 3, I think was verse 1 or 2. But is there like any place you shouldn't or avoid chanting?
well, actually, no. What comes to my mind? What comes to my mind right now is that there is a event, a story, and I don't know when it took place in history, but there is an example which is described, and it must be from Srila Prabhupada's books or from the devotees that I've heard it, and that is that there was a guru, and he had a son called Govinda. Not a son, sorry, the guru who had a disciple, and the disciple's name was Govinda. And the guru was always chanting the holy name, constantly. But when he went to the bathroom to do his bathroom duties in the bathroom, then he would be silent. And the disciple one day just humbly asked his guru, he said, Guru, you gave instruction that we always chant the name constantly. And Gurudev, I hear this constantly from you. But when you go to the latrine, to the bathroom, then you don't chant. I can't hear any chanting. Can you explain? Is it something? And then that guru, he considered, and then he said to the disciple called Govinda, he said, from now on, your name is Guru Govinda, because you are teaching me that yes, I should always chant. There is no impure place or impure activity where we will not chant the holy name. So, I mean, this comes to mind as an example of how we can chant anywhere and everywhere. And I really would have to see the context of how Srila Prabhupada is giving it in the book. And if it is in a translation, we have to be a little cautious too, because translations may or may not be correct. Transcriptions may or may not be correct. It also happens. So we have to be a little careful. If you give me the actual verse number, we could maybe look it up now, or afterwards, and we can let you know. Yeah, I think afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's secluded place. Maybe it's secluded place. Yeah. And if the danger, then.
Yes. Can I see this?
Yeah.
Chapter 3, verse 1 or 2.
Third chapter, third verse. Report by Srila Prabhupada.
It's in the purport.
Yes. Yes. And misunderstanding, then withdraw from secluded place to become by changing the holy name of Lord Krishna.
Okay, so the sentence, I have it here on the Veda base, Sripad Maharaj has found it. The sentence is, sometimes Krishna consciousness is misunderstood to be inertia. And inertia means no activity, like no activity, is misunderstood to be not doing anything, inertia. And one with such a misunderstanding often withdraws to a secluded place to become fully Krishna conscious by chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna. But without being trained in the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, it is not advisable to chant the holy name of Krishna in a secluded place where one may acquire only cheap adoration from the innocent public. So Srila Prabhupada isn't saying, oh, if we're somewhere secluded, we don't chant. He's giving instruction to the devotees. Don't go to a secluded place and think that by yourself you can chant. Rather, be active, keep company with the devotees and chant together. So the instruction clearly in English here, if we take it in context, is saying, not that if you are somewhere secluded, like walking in the middle of the forest, you don't chant the holy name. Not at all. He's saying don't go and sit in a cave in the mountains away from all the civilization and think in a secluded place you can chant Hare Krishna. This is what is expressed in the English.
Yeah,
So
now I understand.
wherever you are, chant Hare Krishna. This is certainly Gurudev, Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada's advice. But good, when there's a query from the books, it is good to get some clarification.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. And Tungarasa Devi Dasi, very close to Latvia. Just a short boat ride away. What is your question? You have a hand up. I don't know whether you know. You look surprised that we are asking you. Oh, you are surprised. You didn't know. You had a digital hand up. Anyway, all is good. Okay, anybody? Oh, so now we'll pass over the microphone to Suresh, who is not sitting in his flat in Resegne, but is sitting beside me. It's the Latvian Zoom. I don't know. Where's Ekadashi?
Can you open her camera? Maybe you want to share it with something?
Hare Krishna, Ekadashi.
I don't know what Ekadashi is.
Maybe she's... Would you like to say something or ask something? Basin says, okay. Yeah, I think that expecting you to sign us off and then they'll show there.
Like Danji Maharaj said, we are following Narottam Das Thakur tradition, make the festivals, yes, and like in Rupa Goswami is saying, one of the favorite for devotional is follow the footsteps Vaishnavas, follow to the footsteps of Vaishnavas. So, and like Paramananda do, he is following of the footsteps of Vaishnavas, and like we do in Latvia, we are trying, like our attempt to follow the footsteps of Vaishnavas. So what I would like to say, so we need to continue this tradition because we are like next generation and we must learn many words from our senior Vaishnavas and continue this tradition. So it's amazing that we can have this experience and like feel our heart, our mind, our like skills and continue it. Yes, we are very grateful to you, to Paramananda Prabhu, to Krishna Priya, to all devotees here. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar Dev ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai. Shri Giriraj. Jai Shri Guru Parampara ki Jai. Guru Varga ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Thakur ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani ki Jai. Jai. Ananta Kut Vaishnava Vrindi ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswata Charya Vrindi ki Jai. Jai. Srila Bhaktiranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki jai, jai Shripad Krishnananda Prabhu, Shripad Dandi Maharaj ki jai, Shripad Paramananda Prabhu ki jai, Shripad Krishnananda Prabhu ki jai, all senior devotees ki jai, jai Shripad Yadu Krishna Prabhu ki jai, all the assembled devotees ki jai, jai Kartik Festival ki jai, jai Govinda Farm Kartik Festival 2025 ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Gaurav Premanand.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anyway, Aye. All right, so we are, oh, there's something in the chat box. Let's take a quick look in case there's something we should be attending to. Oh, there are questions in the chat box. Oh, Madhuri leaders from Cedar Rapids. Today's conversation about associating and gathering for festival lines up with the scripture being referenced by Christian congregational today. Psalm 1 can be summarized. And John 15, 1 to 11 is similar, but somewhat refined. I'm speed reading it because we're going to go down to the program here. I love it when this Sangha's conversation and what I am preparing for my Sunday's work reinforce each other. Certainly, and really, I got so much clarification of what was Jesus teaching in our first time by Srila Prabhupada's books and by the Bhagavad Gita. And Nat, Dandapat Pranams, Gumar, and all devotees, I'd really like to know what there is no impure place to chant the Mahamantra. Oh, I see. So this is the question that came up. Okay, all is answered. Everything good? Permission? Do you give permission for us to go? No, nobody giving permission. Okay, we're going to go and join the program just down here in the rice fields. Very happy to be with you. Join us too. We'll be there on Instagram or wherever you know we are. You're all smart and able to find us on the media. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Haribol. Jayudar and Prabhu much appreciate taking good care of us. Hare Krishna. Subhara Devi Rasi, Hari Hari. Jai Nitai. And Hari Gopal Prabhu. Muchas gracias. Very good. We appreciate very much. Jai Nitai. All right. Amra Ashchi.